I came as quick as I could.
Thanks, Marcus. I appreciate it.
Do you understand what's happening here, Mrs. Mitchell?
Oh, yes. You're traipsing all over my carpets.
Search warrants were issued to Mr. Mitchell by DCI Marsden and myself this afternoon.
Joanne, why don't you take Louise out for a while?
Only just back from the park.
Just do it, will you, please?
Come on, Louise.
Now, if you'd like to tell me what you're looking for, I might be able to save you some time.
No. You just sit tight. I'll be out your way as quick as possible.
Don't you worry. I'm not going anywhere.
Come, Sonia, there's nothing to see. Let's go home.
No, you go. I'll meet you back at the house, yeah? Joanne,
Got what you wanted then?
it's not fair. I'm just worried about Lisa, that's all. What have the police said? Have they found anything?
That's the only reason you came over, isn't it? Get the gory details?
No.
You're asking the wrong person. No one tells me anything around here.
Interview with Mr. Philip Mitchell, 3rd of December 2002, 3:10 p.m. Those present, DCI Marsden, DC Kirk, Mr. Mitchell and his solicitor, Marcus Christie.
Is this going to take long? Because I'd like to get home for my daughter's dinner.
Do you understand why you've been arrested, Mr. Mitchell?
Not entirely, no.
When was the last time you saw Lisa Fowler?
Well, I'd go through your notebook if I was you, because I've answered that question before.
Can we assume you still haven't located Mrs. Fowler?
I would like Mr. Mitchell to answer my question.
A few weeks ago, but I don't remember the exact date.
And this was in Portugal, was it?
Yeah,
When you were there, you rented a car, is that correct?
that's right.
And you returned the vehicle to the hire company with no problems?
Well, not exactly, no. I'd lost the keys and they had to collect the car themselves.
You lost the keys?
They were in my jacket, which I also lost.
Where were you when you lost this jacket?
Well, if I knew that, it wouldn't be lost, would it?
Did you report it missing?
It's just the jacket.
Well, I've got some good news for you, Phil. The police in Portugal have found your jacket.
That's nice of them.
Unfortunately for you, it's covered in blood. Mrs. Fowler's blood.
Mum? What's going on?
They've arrested Phil.
What?
Just stay calm and sit down.
Why have they arrested him?
It's to do with Lisa.
Well, they found her. Do they know where she is?
I don't know any more than that. They've got a warrant to search the house and just sit back and wait.
Yeah, but he hasn't done anything.
This afternoon, we received a phone call from Inspector Paredes in Portugal. A witness claims that Lisa Fowler was seen arguing with a man who fits your description. Let's talk about you and Lisa for a while, shall we?
It'll make you happy.
How would you describe your relationship?
In a word, patchy.
She had your child whilst living with Mr. Mark Fowler, I understand. That must have been quite difficult for you.
Not really. Didn't know Louise was mine at the time.
She lied to you?
Well, Lisa's a very spontaneous woman. When she wants something, she goes all out to get it. Her moods are temperamental. High maintenance, some might call her.
That's not a very flattering way to describe a woman who loved you.
Yeah, well, sometimes she loved me. Sometimes she wanted to kill me.
And what about you? How did you feel about her?
She was the mother of my child.
That doesn't really answer my question.
I loved her. Maybe not as much as she loved me, but I did love her.
Why did you go to Portugal, Phil?
See my daughter.
And to bring her back?
If possible, yeah.
At any cost?
No.
When you last spoke to Lisa, when she supposedly handed Louise over to you, what was said?
Well, the exact words, I can't remember.
What was the gist of the conversation?
She was having difficulties. She didn't know what to do with her life. She wanted to do a bit of travelling, but it was going to be difficult with Louise.
Anything else?
She felt bad about how she treated Mark. Blamed herself for everything, for hurting him, hurting his family. She felt guilty about the lot.
And you tried to reassure her, did you?
It's not really my place to.
And that sounds very cold.
Well, Lisa's the kind of person who takes everything on board. She sees you feeling sorry for her. She uses an excuse to break down.
Quite the psychologist when you want to be, aren't you, Phil?
When you spend enough time with somebody, you get to know them, don't you?
Did you kill her?
No.
When Lisa took Louise away from you, that must have really hurt.
Which is why I followed her out to Portugal.
You didn't just follow her, Phil. You chased her. You were furious at what she'd done, and you hunted her down.
Yeah, well, she shouldn't have taken my kid away, should she?
So you made her regret it, did you?
Not in the way you think. No.
You punished her?
No.
Taught her a lesson?
No.
Why don't you level with us, Phil? What really happened out there?
I told you. Nothing happened.
Then how come her blood ended up on your clothes? Something must have happened. Did you hit her?
Listen, I never laid a finger on her, all right?
Then where is she now?
I couldn't care less.
Well, the mother of your child, and you don't even care what's happened to her.
Well, she's out of my life, isn't she? I don't care whether she's dead or alive.
I'd like to call a break now, have a word with my client, please.
Interview terminated at 15:36.
Oh. Well, I told you you wouldn't find anything.
I'm sorry for any disturbance, Mrs. Mitchell.
So what happens now? You gonna let Phil go?
I can't comment on that, I'm afraid. We have a search warrant for the Queen Victoria pub as well.
You are?
That was the former residence of Mr. Mitchell, I believe.
Well, all right, everyone. Carry on with your business. There's nothing to see.
Everything all right, Peggy?
Yeah, it's fine, Charlie.
Well, if you need anything, you know where I am.
Thank you.
Do you want to stay here all night, Phil?
Of course I don't.
Then wise up and do what I tell you. Answer with just yes and no. Tell them as little as possible.
She's winding me up, isn't she?
Well, that's her plan, and when you start getting emotional, that's just playing into her hands.
All I'm trying to do is stick up for myself.
You're looking nervous.
Yeah, that's because I am nervous. But they're trying to prove I killed her.
They have no body. Anything they have against you is circumstantial. Just remember something. You don't have to prove your innocence. They have to prove your guilt.
And what about this searcher then?
Is there anything they might find? If you tell me now, it'll give me time to prepare.
Lisa's passport. It's at the house.
If she's in Portugal, why have you got it?
Don't ask.
If they find it, they'll want an explanation.
They've been with me all the time, so they can't have done anything.
Mrs. Mitchell, this is my nan.
Nice to meet you.
And she's a bit short to be a policewoman.
Mrs. Mitchell owns the pub, right?
Oh, really? Listen, love, I'd get out of here if I was you. There's old Bill all over the place.
Come on, nan, let's go and get some air.
Whoops.
What's all this?
How should I know?
What's in your bag, nan? Nice looking woman. Where'd you get it from?
Well, it must have been in the drawer when I was unpacking. You know something? There's definitely something wrong about this place.
Nan, let's give it a chance, will ya? Who knows? We might be here for a little while.
Well, you happy now?
That's everything, Mrs. Mitchell. Thank you for being so helpful.
Maybe now you'll do something for me.
What's that?
Release my son.
What's in the house, Phil? What were you looking for when we came to see you?
Nothing.
You might as well tell me, because my officers will find it soon enough. You've got a son as well, haven't you, Phil?
Ben,
And where is he now?
living in South Africa with his mother.
Another one that ran away from you then?
Does this form part of your current investigation?
My apologies, I was just thinking out loud. There just seems to be a pattern forming in Mr. Mitchell's life, that's all.
What do you mean?
Well, you and women, Phil. They have your babies and then run halfway round the world to escape you. It's not very flattering, is it? What is it about you, do you think, that drives them away? Is it because you're a bully?
How is this relevant? You don't have to answer.
Why do women always leave me? You want to know the answer to that?
Yes, I want to know.
Well, then I suggest you find Lisa and ask her. Boss.
Interview terminated at 16:16. What did you find?
Nothing.
You searched the pub as well? You saw what he did to his house? He was looking for something.
Yeah, well, whatever it isn't there now. Oh, you got a message on your voicemail from Inspector Paredes. He needs to speak to you.
Let's hope he's got some good news for us.
Oh! Have you lost something, lovey?
I hope not.
I'm making some tea if you'd like some.
Oh, yes, thank you. That'd be lovely.
Was it your son they arrested?
That's right, my eldest.
Oh, it's always harder for them at home. You don't know what they've done or if they're coming back. You're always the last to be told, aren't you?
Well, they'll release him soon. They have to.
I'm sure everything will be just fine.
Where'd you get this?
It was just lying around making the place look untidy. I wasn't stealing it, if that's what you're thinking.
No, darling.
They still haven't found a body.
Do they know we've arrested Mitchell?
Yes, and they're not exactly over the moon about it. They don't think we've got enough to charge him, and they're right.
You're gonna let him go?
I don't think we've got a choice.
He's guilty of something.
Goes without saying, but what?
Well, they've gone. Any word from Phil?
No, nothing.
Well, I better get down to the police station and find out what's going on.
Yeah, look, Mum, I'll come with you.
Oh, thanks, Sam. Just give me 5 minutes, will you?
We'll be seeing you then, Phil.
If there's ever anything I can help you with.
We'll let you know when something washes up.
You know where Lisa really is, don't you?
Where's that?
Sitting in a bar somewhere, laughing at all of us.
Hope so. For your sake.
Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to get home and care for my daughter. You see, the thing about me and Lisa was that one good thing came out of it. And I've got her.